In tonight's episode of The Chronicles of Meap.
Pay attention up there, Jerry the platypus. Ferb, aren't those extinct? As a matter of fact, I object to this union.
Yes, I'm just a guy who's a sucker for the sounds of mass transit. Ow, 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 ow. Meep.
By popular demand, we present to you Meep Me in St. Louis.
Earth's atmosphere, dawn. A blast is heard. Meap's ship, badly damaged on the starboard side and on fire, spins into view and hurtles towards the Earth. Flynn Fletcher's upstairs hallway. Early morning. The lights are out. The door to Phineas and Ferb's bedroom opens a bit. Perry pokes his head out of the room and looks around the hallway. The coast is clear. He leaves Phineas and Ferb's room, stands up, puts his hat on, and runs over to Candace's bedroom door. He presses some of the stickers on the door, which light up when he touches them. Once he's done, the doorknob glows green. Perry opens the door. His lair is on the other side. He enters and closes the door. The doorknob light goes out. The door opens. Candace, in her pajamas, pokes her head out. Her bedroom is now on the other side. She looks at the door curiously. Perry's lair, that moment. Perry walks over to the big screen and sits in his chair. He presses the button. Major Monogram appears on the screen.
Good morning, Agent P.
As Monogram talks, subtitles appear at the bottom of the screen.
We've received information about... What the... Carl, you left the subtitles on.
Sorry, sir. The subtitles disappear. Monogram rolls his eyes.
So, as I was saying, our sources tell us that Doofenshmirtz got a delivery of used television sets and electric toothbrushes yesterday evening. There's no doubt he's planning to use them as parts for a new innator. Well, someone in the universe might doubt it, but what does he know? Anyway, this morning he was spotted leaving his building. We think he may be buying more parts. Now, I know this is taking liberties, Agent P, but we want you to go over to his evil Annex building right now and dispose of his television sets and electric toothbrushes before he returns. Imagine the look on his face when he comes back and finds he can't finish his innator.
Perry walks away, frowning. Downtown street. Later. A bus is driving down the road. The jingle singers sing, "Doofenshmirtz on a transit bus." Bus interior, that moment. Doofenshmirtz is sitting on the bus along with some other passengers.
It was so nice of him to treat me to this ticket. And completely out of the blue, too. Part 2 is my favorite part.
A passenger who's sitting a few seats in front of Doofenshmirtz turns around. Hey, are you talking about part 2 of Dilapidation's play version of the Shadows and Electrolysis trilogy?
Yeah, are you going too?
Yep, those stories are so exhilarating. And those musical segments just come out of nowhere. They can turn anything into a song and dance number.
Yeah, I hear ya. I can just picture Haphazard sitting here on this bus and going, "Yes, I'm just a guy who's a sucker for the sounds of mass transit."
Another passenger sitting on the other side looks at Doofenshmirtz and the first passenger talking and shakes his head. Yeah, he would. He would. Part 3's my favorite. Susie Entree trying to blow out the candles on her birthday cake during that hurricane kills me every time.
Hey, wasn't that Susie stuff supposed to be in this one?
I don't think so.
You guys are in for a rough time. Dilapidation completely turned the trilogy on its head. Or should that be heads?
Anyway, there are scenes from part 2 that aren't seen till part 3, and characters from parts 2 and 3 are introduced in part 1.
What? That's awful. Why would someone do that? That's like surgically transplanting arms, legs, and ears, and noses and stuff from one triplet to another. Ew. Exactly, it's totally obscene.
Downtown street, that moment. The bus drives down the road out of sight. Overhead, Balloony is floating in the air and looking down at the bus. He drifts away over another downtown street close to the waterfront. Down below, Phineas and Ferb are walking down the sidewalk. I still say water tricycles aren't as impressive as water skateboards, but hey, I like to keep it simple every so often, so I'm okay with renting one for the day. They see a billboard and stop. Huh? What's this? Citizens beware. City Hall has received multiple reports of copycat sightings. Copycat? Ferb, aren't those extinct? Like shell necklaces. I thought so. This is probably just another case of mass hysteria. Like that time a bunch of people thought the sun went out and it turned out they just missed daylight savings. Wait, what was that about shell necklaces? Well, they're not extinct, but they are going out of style. Are they? I like those. I've got one right here. Phineas reaches into his pocket and pulls out a shell necklace. Are you saying if I put this on, people won't know what to make of me? He puts his shell necklace on. Isabella walks up. Hey, Phineas. What you doing? Holy cow, you're right. What a shame. What's up? Ferb says these are going out of style. Oh, I don't know about that. Isabella pulls her Fireside Girls handbook out of nowhere. According to the Fireside Girls Guide to What's Hot, What's Not, and What's Cooling Down, rubber bracelets are more likely to go out of style before shell necklaces. Really?
Phineas pulls a puce rubber bracelet out of his pocket.
I've got one for anti-disestablishmentarianism. If these predictions are accurate, you'll be the most passé guy around. Well, I want to know for sure. Ferb, I know what we're going to do today instead of water tricycling. Is that a word? Tricycling? Ferb shrugs. Doofenshmirtz's evil Annex, that moment. Perry is parking his hoverjet by the back door. The jingle singers sing, Doofenshmirtz's evil Annex. Inside Doofenshmirtz's evil Annex, it's dark. The door slowly opens. Perry creeps into the warehouse. He can see the pile of used television sets and electric toothbrushes lying in the middle of the warehouse. He grabs a broom leaning against the wall by the door and taps the floor as he walks towards the pile. The broom triggers something in the floor. A screen pops up in front of Perry. A video message of Doofenshmirtz plays.
Hello, Perry the Platypus. Sorry I'm not around. I did have an evil plan in mind, but Balloony surprised me with tickets to Shadows of Electrolysis Part 2, Thunder and Cocktail Sauce.
Perry raises an eyebrow.
And by tickets, I mean, well, one ticket. Now, I guess you'd think I'd have a trap set up and try to feel your way around with that broom. Well, you were right, I did have a trap set up. It's over there by the water cooler, so, don't go there. Anyway, sorry to spring this up on you, but you could take the day off. Do whatever you platypuses do. Go hang out with one of those ones that doesn't wear hats or something, I don't know. Toodles!
Perry looks suspiciously at the screen as it disappears. Waterfront, later. Buford, in swim shorts, is driving a water tricycle towing Baljeet, also in swim shorts, on water skis.
The joke is on you, Buford. I know what you are planning, and it is impossible to brake sharply on water. You cannot make me slam into the back of that water tricycle. Don't tell me how I can and can't prank my nerds.
Buford looks behind him at Baljeet while still driving.
I've done it all. Salt instead of sugar, glue in the hat, a rampant Wolverine in the... Buford, pay attention up there. You will hit that boat.
Buford looks ahead. A police boat is in their path.
What's that doing here? I thought this was National No Boating Whatsoever Day.
Captain Weber is on board and holds up a loudhailer. Stop your tricycle immediately. Buford, somehow, puts the brakes on. The water tricycle comes to an abrupt stop. Baljeet slams into the back of the water tricycle and falls into the water.
King me.
Baljeet resurfaces.
You mean checkmate.
Okay. Listen up, kids. A warning's just gone out for everyone to return to their homes and stay indoors. A report went to City Hall about someone who saw a copycat.
I thought those were extinct.
Well, apparently there's one in Danville. A witness saw it change from a squirrel to a small pink big-eyed creature that shot rainbows from its mouth.
Isn't that a Nyan cat?
No, Nyan Cat's rainbows come from their Pop-Tarts.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Is that what a copycat's natural form looks like? Small, pink, and big-eyed?
From what I've heard, no one ever really knew what a copycat looked like because it spent most of its time in different forms. Now, onto this boat and I'll take you back to land. Buford climbs aboard, followed by Baljeet.
Hey, Buford, doesn't Phineas know someone small and pink with big eyes?
I hope not.